Evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to Crypto Chat UK again. I've just got a bit of info for you today. I thought it'd be better to share this now at this point. It's basically to help you understand the market a bit more and to get you learning a bit more about the cryptocurrency and the blockchain. What I would say is, firstly, any subjects you hear me talking about, I briefly go over stuff. So anything with kind of a bit of a title, a part of the cryptocurrency, the blockchain and other stuff around it, go and do some research on them subjects as well, and you can learn more and more. You can obviously come to me if you want me to do finer points on each subject that I mention in any of my videos. If people want me to get into it a bit deeper, then yeah, I can and I will. But also, when you're watching these videos, if there's some terminology that you've not heard, or if there's some part of it you don't understand fully, do some research on that as well, because it's a really good idea, and over time you'll absorb the information and get better at it. But there's also tutorials. I want to kind of help you guys out, and anybody else who's already in the market at the moment, already invested. There is some tutorials out there, and there's some great ones. I'm going to go through one website briefly, and some of the courses on there. But before I do, there is a video I did yesterday about me suspecting that, or suggesting that potentially it could be a bullish market. I've noticed today and yesterday actually, that there is a bit of a divide here in opinion on it. I think some people have actually even analysed it and looked at potentially a bearish market for the rest of this year and maybe even into 2019. And then there's people on the side which is the same as my thoughts on it. They're thinking that the second quarter potentially, the early second quarter of this year, certainly by the end of the second quarter, we would have an upward trend at least, if not a bullish market then. I mean, I can't see it even, lasting. I mean, even by the end of this year, certainly, I could see a good upward trend. I couldn't see it lasting into 2019 like that. Either way, at the end of the day, I feel that now is a perfect time to grab yourself some bargains, because even if it drops a little bit more, you've got some great entry points here, some great re-entry points if you're wanting some. If you've had your eye on some already and you wanted them at a very good price, I think they are now. And it wouldn't matter if it dropped a little bit, because I can certainly see it going a lot higher. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you my opinion, so it's up to you to make the decisions. But if there is anything you've got your eye on as well and you want me to look at it for you, I can do. And I can do that one-on-one as well. So it's not a problem. You send me a message, I can do that. But if you want me to look into finer details of anything, just let me know, and I'll give you my unbiased opinion on it. So yeah, I mean, looking at the market, yeah, we've got a sea of reds. This is a time normally where people will say, buy on the drops and buy on the lows. This has been massively the biggest that I've seen in a while. Or should I say, the longest period of time that I've seen pretty boring volatility, not really much going on, some drops. This is the biggest drop in about a week or so, I think. I'd have to check back through the market and so forth. But as you can see, it's pretty low. You're getting some bargains here. I mean, Stellar Lumen, luckily I got it at 4 cents anyway. But Stellar Lumens is good. Cardano's at a good price. They all are basically. Ripple, XRP's at a very good price. I've got some great entry points here and re-entry points if you want them. If you want to go for the more expensive ones, I mean, VeChain's apparently destined to be a good one. I haven't done a proper review on that or anything, but I have looked into it and I am invested in that. You'll find there's a lot of the top ones. Most of these I've already got at the top here. I've certainly invested in most, if not all of these. You're getting some really good prices, I think. So have a look at it. Definitely think about it, okay? I might have a quick look at the market capitalization now, just have a look, see what it's been doing over the last week. And you should see the drop, the steady drop. I mean, if you're looking at probably 400 odd billion, 410, 411 billion at its peak, we had a nice drop there. That would have been a nice entry point for me. I think I did buy some more at that point, so great stuff, worked well for me. But if you look at now, today, you can see there is, I better move this up a little bit for you, bear with me. You can see it's currently on about 337. It went to its lowest point, I think a bit lower than 335 actually, but around that. This could be, now we could have an upward trend right now. I mean, I haven't analysed it or anything like that, so I haven't used any tools to look at it, which is something I'm going to discuss in another video sometime. But you can see how the market's played out. It's been pretty boring and steady and all that. We had it to just over 400 billion, and now it's about 350, 340 billion. So I think it's opportunity time myself. I really do. And even if it drops a little bit more, I don't think that's a big deal. Okay? The other thing about it is, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, there is a lot of shows going on around the world. I was looking at shows, what's going on in the UK for cryptocurrency shows, and then worldwide. And there's so much booked, and some of these shows are very expensive. There's some big people getting involved, some big investors. There is also, for investors like me, there is shows for them as well. And there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, all sorts of different types. So you're talking Miami, you're talking Dubai, Hong Kong. I think there's one in Germany. There is so many countries that these shows are going on throughout this year. That's obviously going to expose the market, teach more people about the market, and it's going to go up better. There's also the tools for the job. Ethos, for example, is something that I'm really not only quite excited about and very much into, but I think that is genuinely going to be a mega tool to help people and to be user friendly. So I think that's something to definitely consider, what effects these will have on the market. Okay, all the shows, all the tools that are coming out. There is other tools as well, and there is other release of information going on. A lot of news, positive and negative, on the market that's coming out. So let's keep an eye on that. But I do believe myself, personally, we're coming to some great points to invest more in, and potentially make some really good gains. Okay, but enough boring you with that. One of the places that I think is good to go for courses, you might have heard it already, it's Udemy. There is others, of course. You do find, I won't go into great deal, you have a look yourself, but I think a few of the things you need to seriously look at if you don't know about them already is certainly the wallets. So cryptocurrency wallets. If you type that in the search bar, you can have a look at courses on the wallets. You will find Superman, who's also somebody I recommend to watch. He has some fantastic courses on there. Some of the others as well have got some great courses, so it's worth looking at everybody, having a look at how they're rated and going for it. And they're very cheap, you know, they're very cheap, these courses, so it's worth having a go at them and learning more about the market, you know. What I would do is also look at, so you've got cryptocurrency wallets, also look at exchanges. I think there is a few on exchanges, or trading in general. I'll put exchanges in there, see what it comes up with. I think it might come up with precise trading courses, but it might say trading. So like, you know, like obviously you've got Superman, fund your trade, fund your retirement, cryptocurrency trading 101, how to use the exchanges, so forth like that. Now, some of these I've already watched, some I haven't. I haven't done that many, to be honest. I've done a lot of my own research, but the few that I've done, they have been very good. The wallets one, in particular, I did of Superman's, is really clear. There is more you can do with them. Perhaps watch it more than once. You do need to know about that a bit more at the moment. It is going to become easier and simpler, I think, and there might be not so much need to have all this knowledge and experience, but it is worth knowing anyway. You've got to think about wallets, private keys and public keys, and the difference between them, and so forth like that. So also there's cryptocurrency trading in general as well. If you look there, there is trading. I think Superman does loads of different ones as well. But there's loads of people who do stuff about them. Have a look at which ones you prefer. If I'm honest, I find Superman's very simple and easy to use, so I do go for his if I am doing any videos, if I am doing any tutorials or training videos. So definitely something to look at. There is other courses, there is other websites online, but I find that the Udemy one is simple to go through, simple to use, and the people on there are clear, precise, and you can get it at a very cheap price as well. So have a look at that. I hope this video is a bit helpful for you. I am going to continue doing videos. Hopefully everybody can find some information in some of them that will help them. Don't forget again, if you've got requests for dedications, if you've got any requests for information, I used to be a DJ, so this is what I used to say like 5, 6, 7 times a night. But if you have got anything you want me to look at, anything you want me to look into and perhaps explain better, any more detail, let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button please. If you would like to subscribe, that would be a great help, because as I've said before, I am a new YouTuber and I can do all the help I can get. I hope to polish the videos up a little bit more as we go along, but the key for me is just to be clear and help you understand some parts of it. There might be times when I get further on, I'm going to perhaps get into more detail about stuff, depending on what people want and need. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one.